Hi everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama. It's 5 Ways Wednesday, and today I'm doing something that I've been waiting for so long. I am revealing to you the final, ready-to-ship version of the 12little and the Sensible Mama Sensible Clutch. I'm sitting outside where it's loud and windy and not the best ambiance because this is a bag whose color looks a little different when you're outside versus inside, and since for the rest of this video we're going to be up close in indoor lighting, I thought I would start off with this intro being outside in natural lighting so you can kind of get a little bit of a grasp of how it looks in different lightings. So I know that you guys have already seen the pre-production samples, but right now I want to show you the final version. I'm going to really quickly show you just a brief overview of what the bag looks like, and then of course in the 5 Ways Wednesday we'll jump into all the details and I'm going to show you 5 ways to pack it up. Here it is. This is the 12little and Sensible Mama Sensible Clutch. We have been working on this for almost a year. This all started with me sort of shopping around the concept of this design with different brands that I knew of, really looking for the right brand to work with, but in the back of my mind I always knew 12little had to be the one I did this with. They have their diapering clutch, which I also carry at the Sensible Mama and I use and love so much, but that bag is definitely more of a diaper accessory, and what I wanted was to snazz her up a little bit, sophisticate her up a little bit, and bring a more elegant, more date night friendly version of that bag. Now I do have an entire YouTube video where I compare this one to the original 12little clutch, as well as the ITZY RITZY crossbody clutch, which is kind of similar in design. So if you're still on the fence and you're only wanting to purchase one of those three, I will link that video down below as well so that you can take a look and make a really good decision about which bag would work best for you. They're all fantastic bags, it just depends on what you're looking for. However, this one is something that I am so proud of because it is my own design. It is something that I've worked on for so long with Julia from 12little. We are both immensely proud of it and just so happy to be launching it on our websites. So this bag is vegan leather, and I have to tell you, when I opened this up I could not believe that it actually has a nice almost leather smell. It is amazing. It smells so good and just refined. It has a very beautiful, refined smell to it. The bag retails for $94.99, and as we get through this video, I'll show you all of the features that sort of got us to that price. This is a very decked out bag, as I'm sure you've seen if you've watched some of my other videos with the prior sample. This bag comes with a short strap that is fully adjustable and removable. It's here on swivel clips, so you adjust this by moving around your buckle onto different holes to make it shorter or longer. It also comes with a seatbelt strap for going over the shoulder or crossbody. The color of the strap is an exact match to the bag, so you have a really uniform look and experience. What I do want to do really quickly before we get into the packing portion of the video is talk about the launch. This bag is launching on Friday, November the 22nd. That is 2 days from now at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be launching exclusively at thesensiblemama.com and 12little.com, and we are launching right at 3 o'clock. The whole thing is going to work like this, and it's a little unconventional, but sometimes when things come up you have to rearrange and try to do the very best thing that you can do, and in this case we feel we've done that. We learned not too long ago that the launch was going to have to be delayed by a few weeks because of the transport of the clutches by boat here to the United States, and we just really didn't feel comfortable pushing the launch date back because there are so many of you who have been waiting for this for months and we didn't want to disappoint you. So we made the decision to have a portion of the clutches flighted over to the United States. So not put on the boat, but put on an airplane, and those are already here and they are ready to ship right now. We're going to be launching those on Friday, so if you are able to shop right at 3 o'clock on Friday, you will be highly likely to be able to score one that will ship right away. The remainder of clutches that we put into production are still coming over by boat. The reason why we couldn't get all of them over on an airplane is it is very expensive to ship that way, and it just was not financially feasible. So the rest of the clutches will be here at the end of December, and what we're going to do so that people don't have to have anxiety up until the end of December is that as soon as the number of clutches that are ready to ship have sold through, we will immediately switch our websites over to pre-order, which means you can still log on and secure your clutch so that you know you have it from this first release, and you'll just receive yours at the end of December instead of right away. I really hate that not everyone gets to have their clutch at the same time, but we really felt that this was the only way to strike that balance of still letting some people get their hands on it, the ones who have really really been waiting and desiring it for so long. And if you're somebody who is sort of, you don't need it right away, maybe you weren't planning on using it until after Christmas anyway, you can go ahead and secure yours and then get it at a later date. Julia is going to be going on her IGTV Thursday evening to show you some of the details of the bag and answer any questions that you might have from her. So make sure you're following her on Instagram. I will link it down in the description box below. And I will be going live here on YouTube at 2:45 Eastern Standard Time, which is 15 minutes before the launch. And I will stay live through the launch so that I can be here to talk to you about any last minute questions that you have, be here to celebrate with you when you score yours, whatever that may be. So if you're not already subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that as well. I think I've covered everything that I need to cover here. So with that, let's go ahead and jump right into this week's 5 Ways Wednesday. All right, so the first way I'm gonna pack this up is the way I would pack it for a quick trip out with my daughter, Abby. She is gonna be 2 in February. She is still in diapers, and we're really at a point where she doesn't need a whole lot. Now, if I'm going out for a long trip, I obviously need more than just what's in here. I wanna reiterate, this is a clutch. It is made for quick trips. It is made to be a mommy bag. So you're gonna see that there's not everything in here that you might typically take on a full day out. That's because this is not the bag you'd be grabbing for in that case. So here in the front, I love these dual zippers. They're nice and buttery. It's a nice sturdy feeling zipper as well, which I really appreciate. The zippers do go all the way down, you can see here, and they're gusseted, which means that this doesn't open all the way up, but you do have a nice stop point there that keeps this from just flopping open. So here in the front section, I'm just gonna give you like a quick overview of how the front of this bag packs up. There is a slot right here in the front that's great for cash or notepads. In this case, I actually have a checkbook in here as well as a little bit of cash. If you have an iPhone that doesn't have a big hefty case on it, that will actually fit in here as well. I have my phone in an OtterBox because my children keep breaking my phone, so it does not fit. But a really slim phone in a small case would definitely fit in there. Now, right in front of that, you do get 4 card slots. You'll see that I have the rest of my cards over here in the front section. But we did want to make sure that for the folks who carry a lot of cards, you did have a lot of options for putting them in there. I just don't happen to have a lot of credit cards and club cards. So what I do have in there is my Walgreens card and one of my debit cards there. But as you can see here, you have 2 card slots here and 2 here for a total of 4, and then your nice big slot back here. I love this gingham print. It is gray, it's not teal, and I'll show you when we get to the back side where you can see the lining a little bit better. It has the 12little lining and the Sensible Mama lining on it as well. So that's everything that's on this back side. Over here on the front side, you can see that there are 2 additional card slot holders. So again, I just have my 2 other debit cards and credit cards. And then down here we do have an ID holder. Okay, so the last couple of features in here, we do have a pen holder right here. So I have one of my pens in there. And then in this front zipper pocket, I just have a couple of things that I tend to grab for quickly. When I don't have my planner with me, I do like to keep a little notepad just for jotting down dates and times and things like that. And then I will transfer this into my planner later. So that's in that front zip pocket. And then I just have some bobby pins for myself because I'm always having like little hairs flying out of my ponytail. And then a whole bunch of little elastics for my daughter because we've entered the phase of pulling her hair out of her ponytails. So those are all in there just for kind of a quick grab. And here's a nice little shot into the inside of the bag. Before I move on, I wanted to take a chance to show you the tagging on this bag because I'm super proud of it. You can see here the front tag says the Sensible Mama and 12little with both of our logos, which I think is so cute. We have the features all listed here on the back. And then on this second card, you just have a little bit more information about the features of the bag, how to use it, what all comes with it, and all of that. And that's what we're gonna actually get into right now. Okay, so here is the baby portion of the bag. The mommy portion was up front, that's what we just went through. And now we're gonna go into the back. Now, if you're familiar with the 12little clutch, just their standard clutch, you already know what these are. These are little holders here that sort of prevent the zippers from coming all the way down. They act kind of like really fashionable gussets, if you will. So you can actually take these dual zippers and pull them all the way down and they stop where those snaps are. So that way, if you're just trying to do a quick peek into your bag and pull something out quickly, the bag is not going to flop open. So if I know that I'm just going to be getting into my bag quickly, I do like to leave those snapped. But if you're gonna be opening this clutch all the way up, and that's one of my favorite features of this clutch as well as the standard 12little clutch, is that you can absolutely undo these and then it opens all the way. So let me show you. See, now we've opened it all the way up and now it lays flat just like a book. I'll show you that in a second. But first I kind of just want to show you how everything is laid out in here. See how we've got some nice organization in here. Everything is easy to access. But let's lay it flat and move the camera up so that you can really get an idea of what's in here. Okay, so here is the inside of the bag. Again, I have this packed up only for my daughter Abby, who is still in diapers. One of the things that I love about the final change to this bag is that we did extend this pocket. The very first sample, if you recall from my first video with the original sample of the clutch, was way too tight. So Julie and I spoke and we had this pulled out a bit more so that now you can very comfortably fit a lot more in there. So right now what I have is 2 size 5 diapers for my daughter Abby. And I also have a little change of pants for her just in case we have an accident. I can fit up to 4 of her size 5 diapers in here. As you can see, it's a really roomy pocket. And as we'll see as I pack this up in different ways, there is a lot of stuff you can do with that pocket and I just love it. Over here on the other side, I have just a couple of quick grab items. I have a Planet-Wise small pouch. This comes from the little 3-pouch trio, and this just has a whole bunch of Cheerios in there for her. If you're familiar with the 12little clutch, the standard one, it is able to hold a replay sippy cup. This clutch, because it is a little bit smaller, and I do have a video where I compare the size of these, so I will link that down in the description box. Because this is smaller, the replay sippy cup actually does not fit, but what I do have in here is just a little box of apple juice for her. Now, one of the really cool surprises that's coming in this clutch is it does come with its own 12little wipes case. I'm going to go ahead and say, just to be honest, when I opened this up, I thought that the feeling of it felt cheap to me, and I'm not afraid to say that about my own product, but I will say that when I opened this up to pack it, it's actually really nicely made. This is a very durable feeling plastic. It's got a nice zipper on it. It feels very similar to the Booty Pod, which is something that I did enjoy before I switched over to wipes pouches like Y Pouch and Orchid Hearts. You can for sure put any of those in here if you prefer. This is big enough to hold those more kind of standard pouches in our industry, but I do think it's nice that you get one of those for free if you're not someone who wants to spend $20 on a more elaborate printed pouch. You do get one of these for free with the clutch. Now, I have only about a quarter of wipes from a wipes case in here. You can actually fit even more than half of a full wipes case into this. But for me, since this is for quick trips, it was more important to have less wipes in here and provide myself more space in the main opening of the clutch than having this completely packed full and then not being able to fit my daughter's pants in the other side. You do have limited space here, so you kind of have to make decisions, and that's just part of carrying a smaller bag. You have to decide where you're going to take away from in order to pack the things that you want to pack. So in here I did just have the wipes pouch tucked away right in those straps. It goes in really nicely. And let me really quickly, while we're here, show you how some of the more standard wipes pouches fit in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put an Orchid Hearts wipes pouch in here. This has about a half a case of wipes in it. And as you can see, ooh, that color looks really pretty. Look at that. Oh, that's so cute with the gingham. Oh, I don't even know the name of this print. I need to place an order with Orchid Hearts. That is really, really adorable. I will link her website down below if she still has this in stock in case you want to snag this for your clutch. So that's how I had this all packed up for my daughter Abby for a quick trip out. Let me kind of quickly show you this lining because I'm so proud of it. I just feel this is where 12little really shines with these small details. You can see here in the gingham lining we've got the Sensible Mama tree and the 12little logo as well. So that's that. Let me go ahead and show you 4 other ways to pack up this bag. Really quickly though, before I move on, I do just want to address cloth diapering moms really quickly. I grabbed one of the thickest diapers that I have, which is a Grovia 1. This is an all-in-one diaper, and just of all the different brands that I put on my children, I found this to be the thickest. It does fit. I'm not going to say it fits perfectly. It definitely takes up a lot of the space in your clutch. You can still get your wipes case in there, but it's gonna be just a little bit harder to fit other things. Let me see if I can pack this up really quickly with the other things I had in it. So if I wanted to do like a pair of pants and a cloth diaper, I can, let's see if I can get that in there. So there's the diaper and the pants, and then I had a little juice box. Let's see if we can close that. Oh. Well, I am actually really surprised. That all went back in there. I had to fight a little bit with the zipper, as you saw, just because that cloth diaper is really, really thick. But you can absolutely pack this back up with everything that I had in it before with a cloth diaper. And like I mentioned, this is the thickest one that I own. If you happen to have a skinnier diaper, especially like Smart Bottoms, you could probably fit maybe 2 of those in here, especially if you rolled them up. I will say that if you're a cloth diapering mom who needs to bring a couple of diapers with you and you do use thicker diapers like Grovia, this might not be the right choice for you. But if you are quick tripping it and you know you only need one, this may work. You will need to get a wet bag in here somewhere. I bet that if you didn't pack your snacks, or even if you put a wet bag back here behind your wipes, you'd probably be able to do that. But I just do want to say that although this would work for really quick trips for the cloth diapering moms, it's not going to be as convenient as it will be for the disposable diapering moms, just because you can't fit as many diapers in there. The next way that I have this packed is still for like mommy and baby needs. So the front, the mommy section, is still packed exactly the same. No need to go through that again because this video will get unnecessarily long, but I figured a nice counterpoint to showing how I would pack this for Abby, who is still in diapers, is to show how I would pack this for Roman, who is potty trained. Now, the great thing about this clutch is because it is somewhat smaller, it does fit in a really wide variety of diaper bags. And one of the things that I think I'm going to do on our Instagram stories is just show a whole bunch of stills of how this bag fits in a variety of popular diaper bags. So if you're not already following us on Instagram, make sure that you go do that. I will put it down below. But what I like about this clutch is it is something that you can quickly grab out of your diaper bag and take it into the bathroom with you so that you're not hauling like a big heavy backpack or a tote or something like that just for bathroom needs. So what I have in here is everything that I would be taking in for my son, Roman, who again is potty trained. Over here in the elastics, I have a pair of jeans for him just in case he has an accident. He's potty trained, but sometimes he just gets distracted and he forgets. So these are a size 5 jeans and they're brand new, so they're still stiff and they still fit in there really nicely. It's a really big pair of jeans. So for them to fit in there with everything else that I have in here is pretty impressive to me. Now, sometimes when we're going number 2, we need to have some easy reading. So in this little Bumpkins window bag, which I will be bringing to the Sensible Mama because I think it is so cute, I have just a little book for my son. I will admit this is not the most engaging book, but it is one that fits in here and it's something that he can look through while he is trying to go number 2. And I just have it inside of here because it's one of those things that we're going to take home with us and have it out in our house, so I would rather it be contained as soon as it's out of his hands while we're in the bathroom. Over here in the other slip pocket, which is where I had Abby's diapers in the last way I had this packed, I have a pack of wet ones. This is for cleaning up our hands and any surfaces. I have again that 12little wipes pouch with wipes in it. And then I have these really cool potty seat covers. We sort of don't use his little owl potty seat anymore because he's gotten a little too big for it, but these completely cover the potty and create a nice safe space for him to go, and it even kind of falls over the rim of the potty so that if he does put his hands down on it, God forbid, it is covered up by this. So I have just a few of those in there as well, making this the perfect little clutch to take with me into the bathroom. And I'll say, like, if I'm on a quick trip with Roman and sometimes he's carrying his own little water cup or his own snacks or something, I could even do this as a standalone since I do have all of my cards and like my checkbook and everything in the front there. I have a feeling that the next few ways I'm going to show this bag packed up is for what most of you are here for, and that is as a mommy bag. I know that a bunch of you are really excited about this because it works so well as a date night clutch or just a mom purse in general. And I think that one of the draws and the allure of this bag is that it can sort of seamlessly transition from being a quick trip out bag for you and your littles to being a date night bag. So this is packed up as sort of a date night bag. You're gonna notice a theme, and I mentioned this in all of my packing videos, like the mommy pocket is just not gonna change that much. What I have in here this time instead of my checkbook is a really big notepad from one of my Planner Society kits. I just love a big notebook like this for taking down copious notes. So I have that in there. Not sure it would be in there for a date night, but just for a regular day out, I would for sure want something like that. Again, I do have all of my cards here in the card slots, same as before. But one thing that I did want to show you, because this was a request from a customer, is that if you're someone who carries a lot of club cards, you can, in this slip pocket right here, or excuse me, this zipper pocket, it is the perfect size for fitting a small card slot holder like the Jujubee Be Charged. I know Jujubee has not come out with these in a long time, but if you still are old school and you have a few of these fit really nicely in that zipper pocket, and you can even fit a couple of them in this little internal pocket as well. So if you're someone who needs a lot of cards, there are a lot of ways to kind of customize this bag and make it able to carry a whole bunch of cards, even more than what is kind of provided for here in the clutch. I will say this is not an overly roomy front pocket. You need to think of this more as like a wallet than an actual mommy pocket. We've gotten kind of used to, in the diaper bag world, a really spacious and roomy mommy pocket. We've been spoiled a little bit by Jujubee because of that. This is a wallet pocket, and I think that's how I'm going to change my verbiage from here on out, because it's just not going to be a place to store like your planner and your sunglasses and everything. It is a wallet, and if you're packing it as such, you will really, really love it. If you're trying to pack everything that you need for mom in here, you might be frustrated. That's why we have this whole back portion, which is totally usable for mom stuff if you don't have it packed with diapers. And that's how I have it packed today. So we're going to open this right up. What I wanted to point out is that you can actually fit quite a bit of stuff in here when there's not diapers packed in it. So one of the first things just sitting right in the middle is sort of a catch-all. This is a Jujubee medium set piece, and it is packed really full, and that bag was still able to close. So in here I just have some things that I tend to be grabbing for, but not like the most often. So I have my hand sanitizer, my AirPods to go with my phone, my pill case, some lip medics, a little tin of mints, as well as my claw for my hair. I've got all those things in there just in case I need them for quick grab. Over here in the slip pocket, I have two individual pouches. This first one is an ITZY small packing cube. This is from their 3 packing cube set. And in here I've just got some touch-up makeup essentials. I've got some lipstick, blush, a little thing of touch-up powder with a brush inside of it, and my eyeliner. Next to that, I have a Limea coin purse. This is from my new line that's launching in February. And everybody get ready, say it with me. This is not the final logo. I feel like I need to make that really clear in case I haven't already. This is just a factory sample of the coin purse that's going to be coming out with my launch. And in here, what I have is my charging cable as well as a charging bank so that I can charge my cell phone on the go. I think I've made it pretty clear that I like to take notes, and so another thing that I have in this clutch is a little notebook. I purchased this notebook as well as a little monthly and weekly planner that both fit really nicely inside of this clutch. I got them both at Target in the planner section, but this is just one of those nice little like quick note-taking books. As you can see, it's relatively new. I just have a couple things in there so far. But this is for if I have a little bit of time to stop at a Starbucks and I want to journal or write my thoughts down or make a plan, anything that I want to transfer into my Erin Condren planner, I have that right there. And I love that it fits so neatly and perfectly right inside of those elastic straps. If you do carry an Erin Condren planner, it is of course not going to fit in there, but if you go to Target, right inside of their little planner section, it's usually on an end cap, they do have planners, like actual monthly and weekly spiral bound planners that will fit in here as well. The next way that I have this packed is also for mom, but I have to show you this because one of my employees came in today with her clutch packed like this and I almost died. So of course, again, the front is packed just like it was before, not a lot changes, but I have to show you what fits in here. I cannot even believe it. Let's go ahead and open her all the way up. Now I want to show you a peek right down inside of the bag. Do you see what's in there? Way down there? That is a Limea bamboo case for holding sunglasses. So I'm gonna open this all the way up, but I wanna just kind of show you that really only fits down in the bottom of the clutch, and you do have to use up some of the space here, which means you can't pack things as deeply. You see how there's that indentation right there? That has to go into that. But you can still fit lots of stuff in this area of that slip pocket and it will still close, which I think is awesome. So if you're new to the Sensible Mama and you've not seen our Limea sunglasses before, these are my own brand of sunglasses. They all come in this bamboo case. So of course in here I've just got my Limea Sunnies. This is actually a sample that we are testing out. I'm not sure if we're gonna put this into production, but I think they're super cute. They say Limea on them. Let me know in the comments if you like these. They're sort of a different style than what I've done before. But I've got those sitting in their case so that they're nice and safe and don't get squished. Over here in the slip pocket, I have something that I haven't actually talked about yet in this video. This is the included seatbelt strap that comes with the clutch. This is so that you can easily transition from either no straps and just have this basically function like a pouch inside of your diaper bag versus an over-the-shoulder strap, as you see here, which is completely removable, or a removable seatbelt strap as well. Sometimes I do like to go hands-free, so I like having that tucked aside over here for safekeeping in case I decide that I want to go hands-free. Next to that, I have the small pouch from a PlanetWise pouch trio. This is in the recently released Llama Party print, which is so cute. And in here, I just have makeup essentials. And then the last thing that I have in here is this insulated pouch by CRAFTY SHEE Designs. This is full of snacks for me because when I'm on the go, I tend to get hangry and it's a good idea to have snacks. So since this is fully insulated, I am able to keep things that need to stay cold. So do not judge me, but I like these too. I keep these for my kids and for me. So I have a little pouch of applesauce, a Mickey Mouse cookie because why not, and a few little packs of cheese. I've had these out since I started filming this video and they're still ice cold just like they came out of the fridge. So if you're looking for a really nice insulated pouch that does fit inside the Sensible clutch, contact CRAFTY SHEE Designs. I will link her shop down in the description box. I am not sure exactly the name of this color and print, but if you let her know that you saw this in the Sensible Mama's YouTube video, she will know exactly what you're talking about and she can help you get one for yourself. So with that said, let's move on to the very last way. The next way that I'm going to show you how this is packed is basically for airline travel. I will tell anyone to use this method because I think it is such a lifesaver. In the event that your flight gets canceled and you end up getting put on another flight that doesn't leave until 1 o'clock in the morning and you're trapped in the airport until then, or your luggage gets lost and the only thing that you have on you is your personal item that you carried on and everything else you have to wait for the airline to deliver it to your hotel. You want some creature comforts with you to sort of help you get through that. I have been stuck in that situation more times than I care to share. So if you're listening to this and you're like, really, that happens to people? You're one of the lucky ones because this happens a lot, and I've just learned that having some things to get you through that long night in the airport or a long 1 to 2 days in a hotel without your stuff can really make a big difference. So this is packed up exactly for that, and guys, this is my favorite way that this is packed. I thought of this morning. I filmed everything else yesterday on Tuesday. Today's Wednesday morning and I am last minuting this video just like always. But when I got this all together, I just could not believe how well it packed. So again, the wallet part is not going to be packed super differently. I did just want to show that if you're still the kind of person who prints off a boarding pass and carries it with you, I like to have a printed off boarding pass and it does fit really well right there. A passport also fits nicely in there, but I could not find mine for this video, so we are where we are. Again, I don't carry a lot of cards, so I just have 2 of my cards right there. In this front zipper pocket, I have a notepad and of course my pen in the pen loop. This is because I have found if you're being frantically rearranged and they're trying to get you on a new flight, sometimes you are very frantically just writing down a new flight number and a new gate to run to, and rather than wait on them printing stuff out for me, sometimes I'm just tell me where I need to go and I write it down. So I like having those things there. And the only other thing that's different in here is I do have a Fat Brain Toys Simple Dimple in here because I tend to get a lot of anxiety in airports, even when things are going well, and I like to be able to just pull this out and play with it and settle my nerves while I just wait for things to get settled. So that is the wallet pocket of this bag. Again, like I mentioned, that's just not going to change a lot from video to video, but This is where I think this bag really shines. I did my best to put as much in here as I could possibly think of that a person would need, again, as creature comforts if you're trapped in an airport. And what I was thinking as I was packing this up is like, what would I need if, again, I was told I couldn't get on another flight until 1 a.m. Maybe I'm gonna stay in the airport and I just wanna like freshen up, change my clothes, just feel not so disgusting. So everything that I have in here is stuff that I would need for that. Okay, so here's everything that I have in here for what I just described. Over here in this side pocket, I have 2 small set pieces from the Planet Wise Pouch Trio. This is the To The Point print, and in here I just have basic makeup necessities. I don't have an eyeshadow palette in here, so I would probably end up using my blush as eyeshadow, just because I don't have any palettes that were small enough to fit in here. But this would be everything that I need to put on a fresh face of makeup if I needed to. What I think is so cool is that you actually can fit 2 of these small pieces from the Planet Wise packing set in this side pocket. So what I have over here is stuff that I could take into the airport restroom with me and just clean up a little bit and not feel so gross. So I have some deodorant, a little pack of Travel Neutrogena face wipes, and then of course some toothbrush and toothpaste. I cannot tell you how many times I have brushed my teeth in an airport bathroom. It comes in handy more times than I would have ever imagined. Over here, I have a couple of just quick grab necessities for myself. I have some hand lotion. I have my pill case. I tend to get headaches in airports. I have a hair tie for throwing my hair up. And you guys, don't judge. If you have ever been trapped in an airport and had to go number 2 in one of their bathrooms, there's not a lot of privacy. And so I found this at CVS just the other day. I just gotta say I've reached a whole new level of comfort on the internet when I'm sharing poopery with my followers. But I thought this was really cool, right? It's like a travel to go size of poopery. I'm someone who has a lot of bathroom anxiety, and just to be totally real with you, this settles some of that anxiety. So I have that in there as well. I would always be praying that I wouldn't have to go number 2 in an airport bathroom because of those anxieties, but sometimes nature calls. All right, so beside that, I have a Limea coin purse, and this again has just got my phone charger and the charging cord for it. Most airports now have places where you can charge as long as you have your cable, but I think it's never a bad idea to have a backup battery pack as well. Tucked over here in the elastic straps, I have a comb, and then this is probably my favorite thing. This is the medium piece from the Planet Wise packing trio, and it fits perfectly inside of those elastics. These are really nice because they are covered on one side and see-through on the other. So I feel like when you pack this inside the clutch, if you have things in here like underwear, which is what I have in here, that you don't want people to see if they open up this clutch, you can leave that side down and no one can see into your bag. But when you need to access things, if there's anything that you want to see right off the top, you can see that in here. Now, I'm not going to unpack this because this has got underwear in it, but what I think is really cool about this pack is, here's what I did. I took a t-shirt and I folded it over 4 ways to make it as small as possible. And then inside of that, I have laid totally flat a sports bra, 2 pairs of underwear, and a pair of socks. The socks are not rolled up, they're just laid flat and then folded into the t-shirt. That was able to make this extremely skinny and streamlined. It is a sports bra in here because obviously a bra with cups and an underwire or padding or anything like that would make this ultra bulky and not fit as well. But in here, you know, presuming that I could wear my jeans for a couple of days, I at least have a change of shirt and a couple of pairs of underwear and a fresh bra and some socks so that I can change. Even, guys, I've changed clothes in the airport too. I don't care. Sometimes you just gotta get out of the funky airport clothes you've been in. So overall, I'm just really happy with how this packs up as an airport emergency bag. And if you don't already pack this way, if you're like planning on traveling, you have upcoming travel, especially without your kids, because airlines tend to be pretty merciful on you. This is not packed anymore, but I'm gonna put it back in here anyway. Airlines are pretty merciful on you when you have your kids. I've learned like they will try their best to get you on a flight really quickly and get you out of the airport. But when you're traveling alone or just with your spouse or with friends, they tend to not be as accommodating, and you do find yourself much more often stuck in the airport without all your things and not leaving for a very long time. So I'm really happy with how this packs up as an airport essentials bag. And that is the last way we're gonna go over today. All right guys, that is it for this week's 5 Ways Wednesday. Thank you so much for staying tuned in all the way to the end. I really hope that you love this bag. There is so much love and just excitement that has been poured into this bag on my part and on Julia's part as well from 12little. We are so proud and excited for it, and I hope that you will be too. I guess I will see you guys again on Friday at the live launch party that we're gonna do here. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, I will link that down below as well, because we're gonna be doing stories all this week showing you comparisons in size, how it fits in different bags, anything you could think of. So come give us a follow over on Instagram as well to catch some more of those peeks. Love ya, mean it, always, mwah, and I'll see you in the next one.